Part 18. Forms of Revelation. Wahi, revelation, is direct communication from Allah to mankind. Imam Ibn Qayyim mentions that our Prophet was inspired through Wahi in 7 different ways. The lowest form of revelation is true dreams. Dreams can be categorized in 3 ways: regular dreams resulting from daily activity or thinking, dreams from the shaitan, and dreams from Allah. The third type is characterized through its content, as well as being able to vividly remember them. The second form of revelation is ilham, whisperings from an angel other than the archangel Jibreel. An example of this form of revelation is the mother of Musa being inspired by Allah to part with her baby. The Quran states,
"We inspired the mother of Musa. Nurse him, but when you fear for him, put him into the river, and do not fear or grieve. We will certainly return him to you, and make him one of the messengers." Surah 28, verse 7.
The third form of revelation is to speak to an angel directly, but in human form. When Jibreel would usually reveal himself to the Prophet, he would do so in the form of a human. In Medina, Jibreel would often take the form of Dihya al-Kalbi, a companion known for his beauty. Sometimes he would appear in the form of an unknown man. Umar once recalled,
"We were sitting with the messenger of Allah when a man walked towards us with extremely white clothes, extremely black hair, and no dust on him from traveling. We all looked at each other as if to say, 'We do not know this man, and he does not look like a traveler.'"
The Prophet then informed Umar that it was indeed Jibreel. The fourth form is for Jibreel to communicate the revelation through an intense noise. When this would happen, the Prophet would enter some sort of trance. Jibreel would not be seen by anybody else, but in this trance the Prophet would somehow communicate with Jibreel and remember the words upon his waking. Aisha stated multiple times that when Jibreel would visit the Prophet and bring revelation, the Prophet would break into a sweat even on the coldest day. When Surah Al-Ma'idah was revealed, the Prophet was on a camel. The revelation was so heavy that the camel was forced to sit down due to the pressure. Al-Harith ibn Hisham asked the Prophet how he received revelation. The Prophet replied, "Sometimes Jibreel communicates with me in a form resembling the ringing of a bell, and this is the most difficult state for me. After it ends, I become aware of what was said. Sometimes he would come in the form of a man, and I would understand what he says." The fifth form is to communicate with Jibreel in his original form. This is what occurred in the 2 above-mentioned cases of verses from Surah Al-Alaq and Surah Al-Mudaththir being revealed. Jibreel was in his true angel form on both occasions, which overwhelmed the Prophet. The sixth form is when Allah inspires the Prophet without an intermediary angel. Ibn Qayyim recalls this, referring to Musa speaking to Allah on Mount Sinai from behind a barrier. The seventh form, the highest form of revelation, is Allah's direct speech. This has only ever occurred once, namely in Al-Isra wa Al-Miraj, that is, the night journey and ascension. The Prophet journeyed to the heavens and spoke to Allah directly, without the presence of Jibreel or anyone else. The Prophet is the only person to be granted the highest honor of speaking to Allah without any barrier.